really like it. I really, really like it. It's along the same lines as Professional Recruiter's Handbook or Recruitment Blueprint. The name's just escaped me. It's called Rich Recruiter. Okay, it's called Rich Recruiter. It's available on Amazon, and it's written by a guy called Andrew D. I'm not sure if you can remember Andrew's name. It's just escaped me. It will come to me, and I'll get it for you right at the very end, or I'll post it up somewhere for you. But it's called The Rich Recruiter. Really, really, I've only just started to read it, but it looks great. It looks really promising. Anyway, final thing on books, make this an assignment to be completed, all right? It's not a suggestion, it's not an optional, it's not a suggested reading list. It's an exercise to be completed. It's an assignment that you give to these people before they come and work for you. Now, the reason why this is so important, and I'm going to get to the real crux of this matter now, patterns of behavior for a recruiter's whole career, their entire career, are established during those first 30 days of working. Okay? Just think about that statement for a little bit. Patterns of behavior for a recruiter's entire career are established, they're laid down during that first month of working in your business or someone else's business. So if you've taken on someone that maybe did their first 30 days somewhere else, guess what? Whatever pattern of behavior was established there, that's the one they're going to have for the rest of their career. Very, sure as eggs is eggs, that's what happens. And remember, I don't know, 27 years of doing this, it's exactly what I've seen. This is quite a shame, all right? Let me tell you why. Because most owners that I speak to, most recruitment business owners, most managers don't start making demands on their rookies until month 2 or 3. And I know I did that. I used to go like, well, okay, they're brand new, let's let them shadow someone, and they're in training, and 4 weeks I'd kind of write off, training I would do, but I wouldn't think about activity. I used to say, I certainly wouldn't let them near any of my clients or candidates. Like, I don't want them speaking to anybody. And that's a real shame, because we don't start putting any demands on them till month 2 and month 3. And we don't start setting high goals or demanding high productivity until the rookie's already got into the habit of delivering low productivity. Do you see what I mean? It's like in that first 4 weeks, traditionally, we let them ease in, don't we? It's like, let them ease in. Let's just take it really easy. We don't want to scare the rookies. We don't want to oh my goodness, we don't want to introduce them to new business because they might just really freak out. It's like, hello, that's our business. It's like, being on a phone, producing activity is what we do. Why do recruitment business owners, too many of us, why do we feel compelled to ease people into something? It's not it. We shouldn't be doing that. What we're doing is damaging those recruiters. We are setting a pattern of low productivity, low expectation from that first 30 days. Now, there's no kind of awards for what I'm about to tell you. Your new recruiter, all right, if you think about you as a new person, when you join something new, when we first went to school, when we pick up with a new teacher, when we get into a new relationship, whatever it is new, you are never more willing to commit than that first day, are you? All right, think about it. And your new recruiter is exactly the same. They are never more willing or keen to commit to hard work and disciplined work habits and high productivity as they are on that very first day of working with you. And that's the time for you to start making demands. Okay, that's the time for you to start making demands, not after month 2, after month 3. Now, let me tell you, the objective of traditional recruitment skills training, every boss that I ever speak to says, the training is to show them how to make placements, and we show them how to make placements by getting send-outs, or I know that's I know some of you say send-outs, some of you say first interviews, whatever it is. But the objective of traditional recruitment skills training is to show a rookie how to make placements by getting send outs or first interviews. And what I want to do is change the spin on that, okay? Change the spin on that, if you pardon the pun. What I want you to do, all right, and this is where you're going to cut steel on your competitors. Whilst your competitors are out there going, oh yeah, our rookie induction program is all about showing them how to make placements. Don't put the emphasis on making placements. Put the emphasis on send outs. Put the emphasis on first interviews and not the placements. Think arrows or darts, not the target. All right, we want more arrows. It's like, that's what we want. Arrows are going to give us more chances of hitting targets, and that's the key. Now, traditionally, let me tell you what most owners do. Traditionally, an owner sets a production goal, like a revenue goal, whatever, for the rookie during his or her second or third month. So it's an annual revenue target. So in the second or third month, they go, well done, rookie, you've passed your probation. Now what we want you to do is we want you to do X, all right? Now, some really keyed up owners, this is what I know they do. They go, so what do you want to earn this year? And they all talk like that as well, don't they? What do you want to earn this year, rookie? And the rookie says, £50,000 or whatever your currency is, whatever the figure is. The rookie gives them a figure. So the owner turns around and says, well, in order to get 50, you need to invoice 100K this year, £100,000 in recruitment fees. So the rookie's sights are set on producing 100K, all right? Now, write this down or listen or whatever, just take notes, just bear with me because I'm going to show you something that's really, really key. So the rookie's sights are set on this 100K, 100K, 100K. I mean, insert your own figures, right? They're all relative. Whatever the rookie's told their annual target is, that's what they set their sights on. And she works as hard as she can. That rookie works as hard as she can to achieve that goal. Let's say by getting, I don't know, 15 interviews a month. Then, during her second year, she sets the same production goal of 100K. She goes, look, I did 100K. I earned 50,000 or whatever, depending on the packages and what have you. I earned 50,000. I've done really, really well. I was a graduate. I'm like, I've just earned 50,000. That's pretty good. So, this year, second year, I'm going to do another 100 so I can get another 50K. But this time, she's a better recruiter, and this time she does it with 12 send-outs a month. Do you remember she did it with 15 last year? Second year, she's doing the same figure, but she's doing it better. So she's doing it in less send-outs, 12 first interviews a month. The third year, now she's she's conditioned to set only production goals or revenue goals. She aims for the same 100K, but now she does it with 9 first interviews a month. As she becomes more and more skilled, she just keeps doing the same production with fewer and fewer send-outs. And for me, that's mad. That's mad. I've seen that too often. 27 years. I used to do it. I used to do it with rookies. Do 100K, you'll learn this. Do 150, you'll do this. Always about these annual goals. And I learned it was wrong. It was stupid. All right. So what's the right way? The right way is to set goals. The way to set goals with a view towards long-term production increases is to set activity goals. Now, this is something I bang on about with my masterminds all the time. It's like, I'm not saying forget about revenue, right? That would be madness for a business owner. Don't forget about revenue. Certainly don't ever forget about profit. I don't know what the phrase is. I'll save that one for another day. But what I want you to do is don't forget about those things, but to set activity goals for the recruiter. Focus the recruiter on send-outs or first interviews only. From the day that she starts, the rookie should measure her self-worth in terms of the number of send-outs she gets. So if you can condition her to get 20 send-outs a month every single month, remember that's just 4 a week, all right, 1 a day. Is that right? No, it isn't, is it? What am I talking about? It's 5 a week, right, 1 a day, thank you, over 4 weeks. It's an interview a day. Now, I know some of you, and I know we've taken a real battering as an industry. Some of the different niches have really struggled, but there is definite positive upward movement in the market, and people are now getting back to, pre-recession, pre-downturn activity levels. So to set your rookie 1 interview a day or 1 send out a day, that's not an outrageous target, surely. All right, think about it. Think about it. So look, if you can condition the rookie to get 20-second send-outs a month every single month, then she may bill 100K in that first year. Right? So you're saying, okay, Roy, so why are we doing this? The second year, and as she improves, that same 20 send-outs a month will deliver 160K. Again, insert your own figures here. The third year, it's going to give you or give her £250,000 worth of revenues. Now, as she becomes better and better, a consistent number of send-outs is going to yield higher and higher billings. You get it, right? But you've got to set that expectation. If you set it like from the very beginning, it's 20 send-outs a month, it's 20 send-outs a month. For everyone in your business, it's 20 send-outs a month. That's the figure that we measure people. That's the figure that people think about their own self-worth. The problem that we have as an industry, we bring rookies in, and what do? They look up at us, they look at our seniors, they look at consultants that have been in the business a year, and they see those people not doing 20 send-outs a month. They see those people, you know, it's like, wow, this person just makes 2 interviews a month and he is making a fortune. He's making 200,000 a year. It's like, that's what I'm going to do. So what we do is we condition low activity, you know, and high production. We put the emphasis on the production goal. Keep it on activity. Now look, what did I promise you? I promised you something, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Download, I've got a book for you, all right? So this whole program that I'm talking about, an induction program, I'm going to make this really easy for you. Stuff that I've just given you now, I've got a whole book of this that I'm going to give to you absolutely free, all right? So if you wait to the end, what I will do is I'll pop it up as a link into your browser, all right? So I'll just stick it up there. But if any of you want to note this down now, it's royripper.com. Okay, royripper.com/first, F-I-R-S-T, not thirst, first, hyphen or dash, 30, that's 30, 30 dash, days, D-A-Y-S /. If you go to that link, don't do it now because I don't want you to come out of this browser, all right? So don't do it now because you'll just end your session, which will be crazy because I'm just about to give you some more good stuff. But at some stage, just make a note of that. I want to give you this free book, all right? It's the new one. It's not Recruitment Blueprint. It's another one. It's for business owners. It's called The First 30 Days with Your New Recruiter. I think some of the titles are The First 4 Weeks with Your New Recruiter program. In this book, I'm going to walk you step by step through what you need to do every single day. Every single day. What you say, what targets are set, what you have to do, what training you need to give them every single day for the first 4 weeks. Good little thing? Yeah, I think so. We've had massive, massive feedback to it, you know, from putting it out there. So I want to give you that just as a bonus for South today. But that's not the bonus I want to give you ultimately. That's just another one, all right? So make a note of that. I will pop it up into your browser towards the end of this. Now let's get on with this. What I will tell you is training, okay, as a manager, as an owner, as a business owner, as a director, takes a massive commitment of your time and your energy, okay? It really, really does. And trust me, it's like, this is what I do for a living, all right? I train people. I know how tiring it is. I know how frustrating it can be as well. There's a whole lot of time and energy and effort. And sometimes it feels a little bit wasted because it's like, you know, the rookie drops out within the probation period and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've just wasted 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever on an induction. It's really, really just doing my head in. And let's talk about that. You know, many managers, and I've been there, after training loads of recruiters over the years, begin to train with, how can I say this kindly, less enthusiasm and less effort, right? It's like there, it's out there. You know what I'm talking about. If that's you, it's like, look, I understand. I've been there. We all understand. But instead of demonstrating technique to the new recruiter, you know, these people give them printed handouts to read. It's like, oh God, the rookie's in. It's like, here, here's some handouts. Have a read of those. If you've got any questions, come back to me at the end of the day. Not good, all right? Instead of role-playing with the rookie, they tell them, go over there and just, you know, watch Jane and sit with Jane and listen to Jane. She's one of our most experienced consultants in here. And again, that's not good because they're not getting a chance to role play with you. You know, yeah, they can go and sit with Jane, and that's good training in itself, mentor type training. But you can't absolve yourself of the responsibility. All right, you can delegate, sure, but you cannot absolve yourself of the responsibility. Now, if you're fortunate, some of you I know have larger companies, you've got people internally to do this. That's fine, but you ultimately hold the responsibility. All right, so you need to check that your managers that are responsible for induction training have got that enthusiasm and that energy, because if they remember what I said, the first 30 days are key. It's almost like having a puppy. Right? So, it's not a very kind thing to say about some of our rookies, but it's the same. It's like with a puppy, those first 30 days, 60 days are really, really important in terms of their development. It's the same with rookie recruiters. There, someone tweet it. Roy Ripper says rookie recruiters are like puppies. Some of you, instead of feeding the candidates, instead of feeding the consultant with new candidates or client jobs, I've been there. We convince ourselves that it's better for the rookie to learn from the school of hard knocks. Never did me any harm. Sink or swim. That's what I say, and that's rubbish again. It's an apathetic attitude to training, and I was guilty of that. All right, apathetic attitude to training, and that's one of the biggest things that contributes to the high rate of failure within many recruitment businesses. Think about our turnover of consultants in our industry. It's horrendous, and we can't argue as an industry that it's, oh well, these people aren't very good. We chose them, and let's face it, it's like, that's our job. Our job is to choose people for other people. We get paid for that. But isn't it an irony in our business that it goes so horribly wrong for us sometimes? Not all the time, but sometimes. So look, I'm going to give you that book that I said. I'll pop that into you at the end. Remember, royRipper.com/first-30 days. Okay, cool. Now, listen, promised you the most powerful free training tool. You still with me? Just say "I, Roy." Okay, just, I don't know, high five the screen or something, or shout at the screen, or type up "Yes, I'm with you, Roy." It is that time in the evening for some of you. Could be that time in the morning for others of you. Hang in there, okay, because I'm going to give you some really, really good stuff now. This is a powerful thing. This is the most powerful free training tool that you've got available right now. Right now. It's not these old film cans, all right? What I want to talk to you about is what I call war stories or deal story archives. All right? So this is like an archive of all these films. And what I want you to do, just interact with me, right? I know it's difficult. You're looking at a screen or you're watching me on your iPad or whatever, and it's a bit difficult. You think, I'm talking to the screen. Some of you I know may be sitting in places that you shouldn't be talking to the screen. But just answer me, all right? Just answer me. Have you got a smartphone? That's a yes, all right. So some of you got iPhones, some of you got, I don't know, what are they called? I don't know, I don't want to say brand names, but you know what I mean. Some of you got Blackberries, and some of you got iPhones, and some of you got, I don't know, Androids. That was the word that I was looking for. But most of you have got smartphones, and within those smartphones you've got cameras, right? Okay, if you haven't got one, I know that there will be someone working in your office that does have one. Everyone, the world seems obsessed at the moment with selfies. I'm just going to get you to create a whole archive of selfies, but with a purpose, all right? Here it goes. Next time, in fact, from tomorrow, okay, I want you to make this commitment to yourself. The next time someone does a deal in your office, I want you, if it's you, I want you to film yourself, but I want you to call that person into a room, switch your camera on your smartphone on, and I want you to ask them to tell the story of the deal they've just done in 5 minutes or less. You got it? What I want you to do is that tomorrow someone's going to do a deal in your office, all right? That's how lucky I am. Just the fact that you've turned up on this webinar, someone's going to do a deal in your office tomorrow, right? You can all thank me then. Just send me a little email saying, yeah, Roy, it came true. Someone's going to do a deal in your office. What I want you to do is call them into a room, might be a little bit embarrassed. If they can do it in the open office, even better, because it's a motivational tool as well. Get your iPhone on them. Here's a little tip for you. Don't do it, this is a filmmaker, right? Don't do it in portrait style ever. Don't ever shoot a video on your phone portrait style. Always do it landscape style. So for the uninitiated, that's like on its side, right? Rather than on its bottom, right? So film landscape. And what I want you to do is to film the consultant for 5 minutes or less, and they have to talk about the deal that they've just done, the placement they've just made, for 5 minutes or less. And what I want you to do is to tell us the things that they learn from doing it, right? Tell us the things, 5 minutes or less. So, for example, yeah, I've just placed the senior marketing manager at Coca-Cola. It was a real tough assignment. The client had seen, 5 candidates from us. They'd rejected all 5. This guy went in there at the final time. They really, really liked him. The client had to pay $2,000 more on salary just to land the guy. Candidates accepted. Starts next Tuesday. Bob's your uncle. All right, that's it. That's all you want to do, and you want to film them every single time you or one of your members of staff does a deal. Get it on film. Your rookie, all right. Oh, by the way, don't worry about the films. You can always, they're on your iPhone. Just download them to a drive. Please do download them, because if you lose your iPhone and all that stuff's lost, you'll be kicking yourself. All right. So I don't know. Back it up on iCloud. Back it up on a local hard drive or a jump drive. Just back it up. Really, really important. But when a rookie comes to work for you, here's the deal. This is your most amazing, most powerful free training tool that you've got. Send the rookie home every night with 10 deal stories, war stories, on a jump drive or an iPod Touch. Blatant advertising. I haven't got one. The rookie is going to soon realize that the process is actually very manageable. Okay? He or she begins to realize that within any one deal, there are maybe 4 or 5 key steps that are important. That's what they will learn. And look, these stories, they teach contingencies that come up in real life and that we don't ever teach. All right? We don't teach in the process. As good a recruitment trainer as I am, I can't produce that kind of material for you. That's gold, all right? That's gold in your office. And at the moment, if you're not doing that, you're missing out on a fortune. You've got all of that brilliant training material. Let me tell you why it's so brilliant. Your rookie will go home and he or she will watch 10 of these, right? So I'm not expecting them to watch actually 10, 5 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour, right? This is their homework. They don't have to write anything. Just watch these things, all right? They've got a commute. They can put it on the iPod Touch. They can listen to that rather than One Direction or whatever. Anyway, sorry, I'm not saying all rookies are into One Direction. I'm sure they're not. Send them home. Now, why is this so powerful? Why is it so good? You could give them film of me talking about recruitment. You could give them videos of other people talking about how recruitment is and how it should be done. How powerful is it for that rookie to see somebody that they see every single day in their office? Somebody that's probably really close to them in terms of, this recruiter's only 2 years older than me. She kind of got the same qualifications as me. She's not, working some really dynamic market. She's working the same market as me. What you find is that training material makes the person that's watching it feel that it's achievable. All right. This is so powerful, and so few recruitment businesses do this. I'm saying to you, this is the thing. These types of things will differentiate you. These are the things that people actually, if you do a deal, I've seen it work in offices. They love being filmed. They love being the star of their own show. Was it Andy Warhol 5 Minutes of Fame thing? Everyone loves doing this. It's the whole, X Factor generation or whatever it is. But the good thing is that these war stories teach them stuff that doesn't really happen on any other training video. It's real life stuff. It's real. It's unique to your marketplace. Please do it. Okay. I promised you again next, the 3 keys to training your recruiters for immediate results. Now, in 27 years of doing this, of building 3 businesses of my own, of building hundreds of recruitment businesses for my clients, training 42,500 recruitment consultants, I'm going to tell you, it boils down to just 3 things. All right, that's it. How disappointing is that, right? But I could tell you, look, there's so many other stuff, but I've distilled this down, and that's part of my job, is to curate all of that. You know, most of you know I read a business book every single week. I read a brand new business book every single week. I've done it for the last 15, 20 years. So I've read a lot of rubbish, but I've read some real gems. And my job with, you as your coach is to try and distill that down and say, look, don't read 150 bloody books. Read this one. This one will be good for you. And it's the same with this. I could teach you loads and loads of stuff of you could be doing it, you should be doing it, whatever. 3 things. Let me tell you what they are. The first key, all right, key on the left. Write this down. Task clarity. Task clarity. Okay. Amen. I heard somebody say just then. Task clarity. Every time you give your rookie a brand new assignment, a task, don't just tell him what to do. Tell him how to do it. Before you send him back to his desk to get on with it, have him explain the task back to you to check his understanding. Have him tell you what he is supposed to do. That's what you're going to do, all right? Task clarity. How many times, I've had people give me things, they go, oh, could you do this? And I go, yeah, because I'm the rookie, right? I don't want to look stupid. I go, yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, no, get it done for you. I walk back to my desk like, what the bloody hell was that about? I don't know. Where would I start? And then what they'll do is they'll start asking someone else. John's asked me to do this task. I go, I don't know why John's asked you to do it. I don't know. And then it's like time wasted. Task clarity, the #1 key, all right? Get them to explain. Tell them how to do it. So don't just tell them what to do. Tell them how to do it. Before you send them back, ask them to explain what they think the task is and what they're supposed to do. Just check it. All right? Big key. Second key, goal setting. The goals are the most important, powerful management and training tools that we've got. Goals, right? They really are. But yet they're so misused by so many recruitment business leaders that I've seen them just become totally ineffective. All right, and it's what I said earlier on. We often wait until the 2nd or 3rd month to goal set with our new recruiter, and then we call him and we ask him, "What do you earn this year?" Do you remember what I said to you? What do you earn this year? Right. Well, in order to do that, you need to invoice this, and then that's wrong. 2nd or 3rd month. I want you to do this right now. Look, you may disagree with this. It's fine. I'm telling you, this is a formula for success. So amend it if you want to, change it for your particular business or niche or whatever. But the stats I'm going to give you now are industry stats based on 27 years of me doing it, managing it, owning it, and training it and coaching it. So these stats I'm going to give you in industry standards. Goals should be set as follows, okay? A brand new recruiter, should attempt 75 calls per day. Now, before you shoot me down, right, let me just explain what those 75 calls a day are. Any combination of marketing calls, that's marketing candidates, NPCs, whatever you want to call them, and recruiting calls. So if they're, referrals, if they're qualifying candidates and trying to get referrals out of those candidates, if they're proactively sourcing candidates, I don't care. They need to 75 attempted calls, and what I mean by that is they need to be prepared to call 75 people. Now, I don't know about you, but if you work out how much time is involved in just preparing to call 75 people, think about it. You've got to make sure that the phone numbers are available in the CRM record, and if they're not, you've got to get them. Because what you don't want to do is tomorrow say, right, I'm going to make 75 calls. Right, call number 1. Oh, it's to this company. Okay, let's look them up on the CRM. That's me tapping on the keyboard. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Oh no, I haven't got a telephone number. Right, where's the website? Brilliant. Let's look at the website. And it's like, oh, a phone number's there. Now, is it the Birmingham office? Is it the London office? Is it the Johannesburg office? What time waste? All right. So first of all, getting them mentally and physically prepared to make 75 calls is really important. I'm asking you to set them a goal where they complete or connect with 25 of those 75 calls. So I'm saying to you, 2/3 of them, they're not going to connect with. They'll be like, no, I'm sorry, he's not available. Boom. No, I'm sorry, can't get through. Boom. I'm sorry, he's busy, he's in a meeting. Boom. I'm sorry, she's on a day off. You know, so they're going to be cranking those calls. 75 of them, 2/3 of them aren't going to work. The real key here is that they make 75, they attempt 75, but if they can connect with 25, and here's the acid test, right? Recruiters need to spend 3 to 4 hours in conversation a day on the telephone. I don't care how you wrap this up any other way. People go, oh, well, you know, they're doing CRM searches and they're doing coding and they're doing, you can call me old-fashioned, you can call me traditional, you can call me whatever you like. Your consultants make their money on a telephone or face-to-face. They don't make it shuffling papers or tapping keys. Period. All right? 4 hours a day, 3 to 4 hours a day. For the first 3 months, the new recruiter should also have specific goals for things like new jobs. So, you know, how many new jobs have they got on? How many candidates have they registered? How many presentations to companies, candidate presentations to companies? And you know, the number one goal is first interviews or send-outs. How many send-outs? By the 3rd month, the rookie should have a production or a revenue goal. But here's the deal. If they're meeting the early activity goals, meeting the revenue goals is going to be automatic. It's going to be easy, all right? But that's the thing. You need to create that culture. You need to create that expectation early. First 30 days crucial, all right? First 30 days crucial. Now, I'm going to give you some stuff. If the recruiter is missing their goals, there are only 4 possible explanations. I haven't got a slide for this, so you just want to write this down. Number 1 explanation. So if a recruiter's missing goals, there are only 4 possible reasons why. Okay. Number 1, the goal's too high. Number 2, inadequate training. Okay. Pains me to say that. Inadequate training. Number 3, the recruiter is incapable of meeting the goal. Okay. Recruiter is incapable of meeting the goal. Number 4, the recruiter is unwilling to meet the goal. All right. Now, let me give you the solutions to it. If the goal's too high, guess what? Lower it. Okay. If the training is inadequate, guess what? Improve it. If the recruiter is incapable or unwilling, guess what? Tin them. All right. You know, maybe I'm being a bit shock jock here. Replace them. All right. So don't tin them. Don't sack them. Replace them. The recruiter is incapable or unwilling, replace him or her, all right? Never, ever, ever, I've made this mistake too many times, never ever negotiate the goal with the rookie. You know what your job is? Setting goals, not negotiating goals, setting them. You might want to write that down for yourself as a note. Tomorrow when you rock up to the office, you go, I don't negotiate goals, I set goals in our office. Right, the final key is daily monitoring, all right? We'll just do this really quickly. The key to meeting annual revenue goals is to meet them on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis. And when goals are first set, they should be easy to meet, all right? So, you know, first week, for example, number of calls per day goals. By the 2nd week, the recruiter's got a more difficult goal, 1 send out. That book that I'm going to send you kind of covers this as well. So the manager should make sure that the rookie achieves that goal, even if you've got to help them. All right, so they've got to get that send out in the 2nd week, even if you've got to tee it up for them. Right, they've got to hit that goal. By the end of the 1st month, the rookie is going to be so conditioned to meeting goals that he sets and meets and meets his own goals on a daily basis. He's going to be so conditioned to meeting the goals that you set that he'll meet his own goals on a daily basis. But in order to get the rookie to this place, you must monitor the rookie's goals every single day for the first 8 weeks. You can't delegate that. You can't shortcut it. You can't say, well, I'll check in with them once a week. It doesn't work like that. Every single day, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, how did it go? What did you learn? All right. Again, you'll learn that from the book that I'm going to send you. Right. A couple of final bits. We're moving towards the end now, but the 5 things that your new recruiter needs to know most. Write these down. Number 1, how to write a new client brief, a job brief, a client requirement, a job order, whatever you want to call it. How to write one, how to take one, all right? That's something they need to know most. Number 2, Number 2 on this list, how to find a new requirement, how to find a job brief. Number 3, how to profile a candidate. How to profile a candidate. Number 4, how to source a candidate proactively. So that's like, you know, not database, we can teach them that in day 1. Not database searches, not Boolean searching, I want, how do they source a candidate proactively? You've got no candidates, no one on the database, what do? Teach them that, that's what they need to know from the beginning. Number 5, the final one, how to qualify a good job brief and a good candidate. Now look, most rookies waste so much valuable time working wrong candidates, wrong jobs, and many of us contribute to that mistake consciously, allowing the rookie to work dead-end activity. And it's just, you know, we say it, we convince ourselves just to give the recruiter some real-life experience. We don't want to let them near real people or real clients or real candidates, and that's a massive mistake. It's a big mistake that we make as an industry. Here's the deal. At the same time that you teach a rookie how to take a brief, teach him what qualifies as a brief worth working. At the same time that you teach him how to profile a candidate, you should also teach him what constitutes a candidate worth working on or working with. If you teach the rookie discipline in qualifying early, she is going to be far more successful later. Qualification, qualification, qualification. You know, I hate to sound like a politician, but it's absolutely everything. You know, how to qualify out, qualify in, qualify good, qualify bad, qualify time wasters. Qualification is the #1 skill. Okay, we've got Anya. So listen, guys, we have reached that stage in our session where it's time to say hasta la vista, baby. Time to say goodbye. But look, make sure that you get that free ebook, okay? First 30 days with your new recruiter, a complete induction program for you to use with your new recruit, and it will get you results in the shortest time possible, all right? So do that. Remember, it is royripper.com /first, FIRST -30 days, DAYS, all right? Get